And he was like, he kept saying, yes, because, you know, he felt fancy. He was like, yes. He was like, could I, yes, you know, because the manager came over and he loves these kind of important, like, I feel so important right now.
Him. That's what we listened to say when we were twanging. What you call it? We were like, him. I don't know where that came from. It just sounds like, British.
Don't British, yeah, they do that. So they'd be like, him, or pip. Yeah.
Whatever he thought, she'd be like, him.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for Cyber Monday. This is NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren. We're going to talk about some topics we have that are going on in the blogs and the news and everything. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think.
So first up, we're going to talk about this Liam Neeson thing.
Is it Nielsen?
Neeson,
yeah.
Neeson, whatever.
Liam Neeson.
You're canceled, so we don't even have to know how to pronounce your name.
You may not know who he is. We're going to give you a minute to Google.
Yes.
The
dude from Taken, who has a special set of skills.
Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
That's my movie too. I feel like black people at this point, we can't have nothing nice. Everything fun is racist.
Yeah.
I had to give up H&M. Now I can't watch Taken in peace. Like, it's just, this is a hard job being black. Okay? But Liam Neeson, if you haven't heard, has said that he had a loved one, friend, whatever he was, didn't specify, a woman in his life that was raped by a black person. And then he made it his business to patrol and provoke or just anticipate a confrontation with a black person, a black man in particular, so that he could kill him. Yeah. And whether or not that was the experience, this motherfucker was stupid enough to say that shit where he could be heard. I'm not even sure what the context of this interview.
He did say after he felt embarrassed.
Fuck your embarrassment. Don't say that shit in public. Like, you should have kept that shit to yourself. I understand the emotion behind it.
Right.
If a loved one is attacked, you have really irrational thoughts. But this is too sensitive a time to be spewing that shit. I don't appreciate that he said it in public. The feeling I can understand to some extent, but you don't say that. Like, that's... There are things that I think that I can't share in public.
Like, what were they talking about to make that even come up as a thought to say in public? Like, what was... I have to hear more than that snippet of what was going on. But either way, it was some crazy shit to say.
For you to feel so embarrassed, you still refer some black bastard.
Yeah.
Like, excuse? If you really felt bad, it'd be like some poor black person, I was gonna attack them, they didn't deserve that. You were like, I'm gonna look for some black bastard. Clearly you would not have happened upon this supposed rapist. So what are you saying?
Yeah.
That a black bastard who was innocent of the crime that you're mad about. So what are you talking about? I will not support any projects that he is, like, it's a long list. It just grows.
Yeah.
It just grows. Okay, I can't wear my
Sometimes
favorite
you
lipstick.
can't even remember half of what you said you weren't going to support
I
anymore.
know, right? You're like,
because
you're like, this pen, what is this? Is this racist? I don't remember. Like, can I use this pen and feel good about life?
Yeah.
Like, it's just damn. Like, and this is the problem where, you know, white people are so in the mainstream that we just need to support more black businesses, because I mean, it just seems like we're just not liked across the board. And you hear about these crazy things and you just wonder, do they want me in their store?
Yeah.
Do they want me wearing their brand? Do they want me wearing their perfumes? Do they want me watching their movie? It wasn't like made for us. So Liam, I'm very disappointed because I fucks with you, man. I love your little action movies. Really just Taken. I like that movie. But
I did like Taken.
Seems like you're kind of typecast anyway, so anything you are in is kind of like Taken 45, Taken 46.
And you're getting older, so
fuck
you might be out of commission for a while anyway. So yeah, that whole situation was
Speaking
real
of
gross.
boycotts again, you know, what happened to the Super Bowl boycott? Everybody was talking about it. I didn't watch it, but
I didn't either.
I can't act
They
like
did say it was the lowest rated Super Bowl in, I think it was like 10 years.
Yes.
So
I'm happy that there was some effect,
happen.
because me not watching it is not an effect, because I hate football. So I'm not gonna act tough like this is such a sacrifice for me. I don't shop at H&M, so I feel proud. myself for that.
I did used to watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the whole season of football, but I would, watch the Super Bowl, especially for halftime shown as well. But yeah, no, I did not watch it this year. And I do think we just got a lot of work to do. The Super Bowl, the NFL, they still are not taking accountability for what they did do. And people are saying, we could watch the Super Bowl and still support Cap. It's not about that. It's about the injustice. We know it's about the injustice, but it's also about the injustice that was put upon him because of his views.
He lost his job for speaking out for us.
And still haven't gotten it back.
We're going to watch the Super Bowl in response. Where's our solidarity with him? To say, like, thank you for your sacrifice, and we will also sacrifice our little bullshit entertainment, with the sporting event. That's nothing.
Yeah.
So.
And then they're putting restrictions on the players. They're trying to tell them, this team has to stand, this team does. Like, no, you can't restrict that type of thing. And I think the more, people stay quiet about that, the more they're gonna do.
What's the restriction?
Remember when it first started coming out, they were going back and forth with, like, saying, this team has to stand, I'll support my team if they don't stand. They were trying to put it, I think, into play where if you didn't stand, you weren't allowed to play. They were trying to do all types of stuff, basically to make everybody stand, is what was going on. They were trying to prevent them from having any type of political stance while on the field. I don't know if that really went through, because like I said, I stopped watching it altogether. But yeah, it's what happened, everyone.
Yeah, I'll be walking by H&M. I'll be seeing y'all in there.
Let's
stand together on one thing. Pick a thing.
Yeah.
So I can feel like ain't no black people doing this.
I'll be right up there in Green Acres.
I see y'all working there, shopping. I see you guys. I thought we coolest monkey in the jungle. No.
Yeah.
I thought we were all mad.
Yeah.
I'm still mad. I'm not going in there.
Next we have Bow Wow Shad and his, it was ex-girlfriend at the time.
I thought they weren't even fucking with each other.
Yeah, they were supposed to be exes.
Shocked. Yeah.
What's her name?
Kiyomi.
I was about to call her Kiyomi. Sorry, girl. Well, apparently there was a story that came out with him. We saw the mugshots of him pretty much looking, scratched up, and her still looking very luxurious in her mugshot. So
her skin was all clear.
It was. So, according to witnesses, allegedly, they're saying that she was the aggressor and she attacked him, and that's why he looked the way he did. So, with that story, we all understand what happened there. What we're trying to figure out is why is there, and the memes and the people saying and laughing and joking, was it just because it was Bow Wow, or it's this double standard as far as if a man is abused versus if a woman was abused? Because if it was the other way around and her face was scratched up, y'all would have canceled Bow Wow and forgot, like, y'all still on Chris Brown
is still
right
popping out here, so I don't know if he would have been canceled. He's
but
not
people
really doing
still
anything.
Bring it up. People still do not allow him to
it's domestic abuse.
Yeah, just live his life. They don't allow him to grow. They still bring it up. So why are we not taking, or some people, I should say, because I do see people standing up and saying, abuse is abuse, whether it's from a man or from a woman. Either way, it's abuse. But there are a lot of people laughing at the fact that he was beat up, he was lumped up.
I think the reason why we tend to laugh at women abusing men is because we feel like his life wasn't really in danger. Whereas if he really was going in on her the way that she apparently was going on him, she probably would have been hospitalized, because the male strength can really break your eye socket. A lot of women, we can just scratch, and so it becomes like, I've had even play fighting with a guy, you try to smack them and they just intercept your hand, you try to chase them and they just you just can't even get them sometimes. So we just kind of take it for a joke, because even though it's wrong and it is abusive, we feel like the man can always decide to throw the girl into a wall and really kill her if he wants to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like him choosing to be cool.
Right.
I don't condone violence in any relationship. Domestic violence is just, there's no place in a relationship. Bow Wow is very disrespectful towards women too. He says a lot of crazy shit. and talks down to women.
We don't know what led up to it. Not saying it was right, but we don't know what led up to them, you know.
Supposedly they're saying that she was talking to a guy in the club and he felt personally disrespected. So when he got home, he was kind of like, get the fuck out. And this scene, the way he talked, he probably said it in the most violating, demeaning, like, broke bitch, get the fuck out of my house, hoe. And she probably just went in.
Especially with alcohol involved.
The best revenge is living well. So
and she seemed like she was like,
she's on Wild 'N Out and stuff, right?
She was doing her little thing.
You know, she can get another dude. Like
she can. That's the thing. She's an attractive girl. So I don't understand why she even would go. I mean, I guess, you know, love is love if that's what it is. But yeah, the fact that, you know, people are making memes and laughing about it, I think is kind of messed up. You know, Bow Wow has his issues. You know, he does do stupid things. He does do things where it can make you like, huh, what are you doing? But in this instance, we see it with our own eyes that, you know, he was a victim.
He's scratched up, but the claim is that we don't know what happened, but she's saying that he attacked her. So it could be that he attacked her and she just got one good scratching or something.
That looks like multiple scratches.
Yeah, she got some good ones off, but we don't know if he hit her first. It just seems like he came out on the losing end of whatever happened.
He did.
Because he has all the marks.
He definitely did. So, yeah, I mean.
But I will say, I'm going to use a personal example. When I used to fight my sister, she used to beat my ass. And I used to scratch the shit out of her. And she used to be scratched up, but she fucked me up. So, scratches don't really mean a lot. Just because he, you know, maybe he was fucking her up and she just grabbed his face.
Yeah. But, I mean, the police and them, because he was let go. So they are saying that ultimately she was the one who was aggressive.
That seems likely.
Yeah, he was let go. So, yeah, the whole notion that, you know, it's not masculine for a man to be, you know, abused or whatever, you know, type of thought process people have where thinking that it's a joke, like, stop that.
Yeah, it's not funny.
It's not right.
It's not funny, but I definitely, you know, I have sons. I don't expect my son to sit there and get scratched the fuck up by nobody. If you gotta throw someone, you gotta
keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. Like, I would never expect my son to sit there like a punching bag. Right. Like, I don't hit girls, but I'm gonna let you devastate
like
my
if
face.
you put your hands on a man, like, you have to mentally kind of prepare yourself, like, all right, I'm doing this. Like,
people are human.
Yeah,
and you're pushing
as a reaction.
You're provoking them.
Right. And I mean, in the heat of a moment, people do crazy things, both sides. So it seems like that's what happened with Bow Wow and what's her name? Kiyomi. Sorry. But yeah, that situation was messed up. She's very pretty. But y'all need to stay the hell away from each other.
She seemed real clingy and they're too immature a little.
Yeah, y'all need to stay away from each other. It's not going to end well if y'all get back again. Which I have a feeling that they're not completely done with each other. I don't think so, but
he's probably gonna bail her out.
Something's gonna happen. He's gonna pay for a lawyer. Something's gonna happen. We're gonna see them at lunch,
and then she's gonna do that. I don't even remember names. So I'm not even gonna bother trying to think of that example. But she's probably gonna be like, it was one big misunderstanding.
Yeah, we're gonna see them at dinner. Somebody's gonna catch them TMZ. Somebody's gonna catch them doing that walk of shame out the restaurant or something. So. More power to the both of you.
Third, we have the Jussie Smollett, his attack. As we all know, he was supposedly a victim of a hate crime. He was attacked for being gay and black by, they call them MAGA supporters. It was supposed to be racially motivated by white guys.
Racially and sexual orientation.
Yeah,
because people are making it very clear that it was both. Yeah, in the news it came out that he had gotten off his plane and he apparently he said he was hungry, so he went to, I guess, the local subway that was close to his hotel at 2 a.m. And two masked men attacked him outside of the subway. They're saying it's bleach. The original one I read just said it was a substance. It didn't say bleach itself, but it kind of manifested into people saying it was bleach. And tied a noose around his neck. And he was beat up and he was able to get away. goes to his manager, and then they said that he took himself to the hospital. The original reports were saying he had a broken rib, and that the suspects were shouting like MAGA. Was it MAGA?
This is MAGA country.
Yeah,
nigger,
country,
whatever.
nigger, and all sorts of stuff. They had hats on. Originally, people were saying they had the hats. Then people were saying it wasn't a hat because they hadn't. Yeah, at 3 a.m.
They was just ready with the bleach and the hat.
Yeah, so it's definitely so it's definitely conflicting reports. Now, I will say, if this really happened, I'm not gonna say it didn't. I'm not saying that, but if this is what happened, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
it's sad that as Black people, this is what we have to go through because
we've definitely seen
this
other
whole administration.
Outside people who aren't famous are going through things like this,
especially with this administration.
Yeah,
they're getting real bold out here in these streets. So
being
it's
followed,
not. So it's not something
assaulted.
that sounds too far fetched as far as what we've been hearing lately in the news. Jussie did do a show recently where he tried to clear up a few things. In the show, he was saying, that he knows his lawyer is probably upset and don't want him to say things, but he felt the need to clear up some things. So he said that his rib was not broken, and then he also made it clear that he did fight back. He mentioned one other thing, but I can't remember exactly what it is. But he wanted to clear up a few things about what was being said in the news.
In the Tupac thing?
Yeah, he did say that he was the gay Tupac at some point, and people were kind of like, what does that mean? What is that?
What does it mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. What does it have to do with anything? So now people are kind of questioning this story because they're saying it has a lot of holes, and
it's definitely a bizarre story.
It definitely is.
I'm sure there are vigilantes out here, racist vigilantes that are just waiting by a subway with all of their concoctions and their uniforms and their ski masks and their rope, just waiting for a random hungry Black person to walk by. That's possible.
It is.
Is it plausible? I don't know.
Especially in sub-zero weather.
It's brick and it's 2 a.m. And I heard Chicago wind just be like disrespectful. Okay.
Right.
So why? I don't know. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to say if it really happened.
Yeah, you don't really want to touch on it because it's a touchy subject, and it's weird. But it does make you wonder. And there have been stories in the past where people have alleged, these type of attacks, and it wasn't true. I just hope that's not the case with this. I really do.
Honestly, if he is found to be lying, he's worse than Liam Neeson to me. Because there's no amount of publicity that will make you do this type of stuff, because this is really putting, a lot of things with the whole, administration, our administration is putting a lot of races against each other. Right.
And adding this onto it would be terrible.
It would be a blow for Black people who are really going through shit.
It would.
And then now they have to be questioned because you're lying. I'm not saying you're lying. Right. We're saying what if. Because it's a bizarre story. So bizarre stories always make you go, And that's all we're doing. We're going,
Yeah.
But we're very empathetic and sympathetic to real hate crimes. And if this is one of them, then...
Yeah. I hope they catch them. And I hope they get what they deserve if it really is what the situation
Either way,
is.
even if he was just attacked because he was out here doing something else that he doesn't want to say.
Which some people are speculating that's what it is. I hope that's not the case.
Somebody clearly put their hands on him.
Either way, he doesn't deserve to be beaten in
but
any way.
But to put an extra spin on it that wasn't there, it's too sensitive a time, again, for people to just be out here being reckless with their mouth and their claims. Right. We have to be careful because the country needs it. That we need sensitivity at this point.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we're gonna leave it at. We're gonna watch as it unfolds to see, what happens. Maybe next week we'll have a new update on it, but we'll see.
I really hope he's not found to be lying. That's my personal hope as a Black person.
I do. All right. So next we have 21 Savage.
21.
21 Savage is not well, he is from Atlanta, because that's the thing. But he's born in England, apparently. And he came here as a young child with his family. Apparently, they're saying that they came on work visas and overstayed off of those visas, which now has caused him to kind of be the same as a lot of millions of other young children who come here with family and become undocumented due to that. So I don't think I had any idea of that. I don't know who actually did. He always claimed Atlanta. And in my opinion, he still can, because he came here young. So he can still claim Atlanta as home. People talking about he's not real. Don't do that. He came here at like 12. Or I think it was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
Well, you know, our people aren't from this country either.
Right.
I was born in New York, but my sister was born in Jamaica. She came here when she was 3. She didn't get her citizenship until she was 18. I do kind of look at his mom like, why don't you take care of that?
Yeah,
around,
you know,
18. It's usually when people are trying to go to college or make a move, and you need your papers to be right to really spread your wings out here.
Yeah.
He went the entertainment route, so he probably didn't need all the paperwork and all of that to do an art form, I guess, versus if he tried to go to college or get some kind of government job, it probably wouldn't have worked. But why, moms, why didn't you fix that?
Yeah.
Because I know when my sister was coming of age to go out and be an adult into this world, her citizenship was squared away. So I'm just looking at mom crazy, like, why would you, people don't, you know, foreign people, you don't mess with your papers.
Yeah.
And I heard his mom speaking, she sounds like she is of Caribbean descent. Fix some papers up, sis. How you let him
and then
make
even
it to 20-something?
My thing is, you're 20-something. Why you ain't go get your own? Why is it in 2017?
Especially when Trump was out here.
You just went and got your stuff
talking about walls. You should have went and fixed that.
Yeah, as soon as you came of age, that's something that you should have looked into.
Right.
I don't think this family ever hid it from him that he wasn't a citizen or anything like that. I think he was fully aware.
Because your ID is an alien card usually.
But I think I have heard, people not until they get to college, because high school, they don't ask you for citizenship in most states.
Are you sure? I don't remember it being a topic of conversation. I think...
Yeah, because, there's a lot of people, foreign people who go to school, and I don't think they ask for, a lot of those types. Maybe now.
In my household, it wasn't talked about that. My sister she was a legal alien, and I remember her little weird card that she had. She was a legal alien all those years, and it wasn't like something where mom sat down and was like, you are a legal alien. It came up. She had to present that at different times in her childhood.
Right.
So where for me it'd be like birth certificate, for her it'd be that residential alien
I definitely
card.
think they would still be able to go and go through school without it. I don't think that would have been an issue, because I've heard people not even realize it until they're filling out their FAFSA, which is the financial aid application. So either way, somebody should have got that shit
I've seen that
fixed.
damn card. I just...
Yeah,
maybe
and I mean,
it's state to state.
Up. And then the fact that he's being detained is disgusting. That's not necessary to keep him locked up. I don't even know how it came about that they took him in, because they said he's gotten into trouble with the law like years ago. Why y'all didn't do anything at that time? Why didn't you make it a plan at that time? Like, why are you now holding him and then not letting him go? And his lawyer said he has tried to get him bond on a few different occasions where they offered different amounts to try and get him out. He's not a flight risk, and he's not a menace to society or whatever they call it. So what is the point of withholding him? Like, what's the point in holding him, in that? It's just disgusting what they're doing.
Some people are speculating because he has kind of philanthropic aspirations or sentiments or efforts that he's being targeted because he's trying to uplift the black community.
They are saying
so.
There's always theories that start coming out when things like this happen. But either way, it's a sad situation. I hope they do get him out, and I hope because now they're talking about there are even speculations of him being deported. Like, stop it. Stop doing that to people. He's been here pretty much his whole adolescent life. Like, what are you deporting him to do? So yeah, to me it's a crazy story, and I hope they do allow him to come out. And I think
the comical part of it is that he's a rapper, and people are laughing about it. I don't think it's mean-spirited. I think it's just people are taking it. If they had said he was from Haiti, that would have been like, okay, he's from Haiti. That's still kind of hardcore. But from Britain, we associate that with like extra prim and properness and the queen and crumpets, and that's not very hip hop. So I think that's people were kind of poking fun at it.
And people were going in on Demi Lovato. I don't know, did you see that?
Yeah, what did she say?
She said
these 21 memes are cracking me up. And
people went in on her. Little Bootsy was calling her, what did he say? Something about, I forgot what he said, but it had something to do with crack. But I'm not laughing.
Crack always makes me laugh.
but they were going in on her on Instagram. Oh my gosh, Demi, like you should have kept your mouth closed.
That
like,
man going through it.
Yeah, and you done went through your own stuff just like how long ago, and you now coming out of it. You gonna have the nerve to go on there and talk about 21's memes, like girl. And people were like, oh, everybody was laughing about it. So what? She should have kept that shit to herself and kept it moving. Nobody else was posting about laughing about it. Like, come on.
Y'all haven't learned by the age of 11 what you laugh at behind closed doors and what you laugh at in public.
Everyone knows who knows me knows I laugh at very inappropriate stuff. Okay? But I keep that amongst, my peoples. I don't go out in the street.
Be like struggling to laugh. You don't laugh.
Yeah, like you keep that to yourself. Like stop putting your business out in the street. Especially on Instagram and Twitter, like that's not gonna go away. And for some of them shade room and them, they be on it. I don't know what they have that just screenshots like you in 2 seconds. And there's no post and delete when it comes to
maybe they got like 20 interns.
They have something.
Can we borrow one?
Yeah,
or two.
Okay, and I would work. Like I'm ready, shade room. Let's do this. Last we have is but the B. Smith situation. Now, a lot of young people probably don't know who B. Smith is.
I don't either.
But she is like a restaurant. What do they call it? Restaurateur.
Black Martha.
Yes.
Hi, I'm B. Smith. Welcome to B. Smith with Style in Jamaica.
She was considered like the Black Martha Stewart. She was very well known and prominent, and especially among black women. They love some B. Smith. So
I'm gonna catch up on that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
people
YouTube
love
what she's about,
her.
'cause I don't know.
Yeah, my mother loves her.
should.
Yeah, so she was very well known and still is. People still love her. But a few years ago, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and her husband stated that he made a vow to take care of her till death. That was his vow, that he was going to do that. Not just when they got married. He said this when she got sick, that he vowed to take care of her throughout all of that. Fast forward to now, we are now getting reports that he has moved his side chick into the house. Girlfriend, if that's what you want to call it, but she's a side chick because you're still married to Miss B. Smith. And people are upset about it. Her fan base is very upset that he has moved this woman into the house. His daughter, which is not B. Smith's daughter, they don't have any children. His daughter also lives in the household, and I think there was a reason for that. Because she said she came back to take care of her because, she took care of her as a child. I think she came back because she felt like something wasn't right. Like her daddy and this little side chick, they weren't doing Miss B. Smith right. So I think that was the reason that she said, well, I'm moving in too, since you got this heifer up in here. So, my opinion, how dare you, Mr. I think his name is something Casey. Whatever. How dare you bring some bitch up in the house while your wife is sitting there suffering and dealing with the Alzheimer's, which is it's deadly, and talking about, oh, she's okay with it. She don't know what the fuck is going on, okay? And that's what Alzheimer's does. And the fact that you would sit there and parade this woman around her house that she worked so hard for, and she paid the bills for, and she made a name for herself so that she can get this house, and you sitting here with this woman in that house, you have some damn nerve, and you need your ass beat.
I don't care if she was in a coma. Like, just off of respect and love, have your girlfriend. If your your loved one,
keep her over there.
Yeah, like put her down the street, like Wendy Williams' side bitch. Put her down the street. Okay, because at this point I wouldn't even call her a side bitch because the wife has checked out. She's they can't have a relationship anymore like they used to. And I understand that. I don't have a problem with him having a girlfriend.
No.
But you can't move the bitch in the house.
Moving her in.
Even if, like I said, she's in a coma. She can't live there. No, that's just too close for comfort.
Listen.
And it's rude, and it's like, it's so disloyal. Okay, so I guess he feels good that he's still taking care of her.
If that's the case, if you just said I was going to take care of her, you should have got her some around-the-clock care, and you moved in with your little side chick. You don't bring her into the household that you shared with this woman, and she's still living there.
Are they like sleeping in the bed and like being intimate?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Is she really like, and I'm sure I've heard, Alzheimer's affects everybody differently, but sometimes they have momentary lucid moments. So is she really like, and then like, flying back off into her kind of condition.
Yeah.
That's
I think
really
it gradually,
cool.
it gradually gets worse and worse when it comes to Alzheimer's, to the point where they don't even know who you are.
Right.
They assign you as someone else. And I know, because I've dealt with, my grandmother, when she was getting sick, she didn't know who we were in the household. She thought, because she used to play bingo, she thought we were the bingo hall. I was the lady, who would deal with the cards. My father was the owner, who she couldn't stand. Like, she had assigned us all, roles as to who we were in that house at the bingo hall.
Did she have moments where she'd be like, Lauren, yes. And then
no.
Just so eventually
it was just completely gone. She didn't know who any of us were. Sometimes I think like she would remember like past things, but it wasn't present from what I remember. And it is something that's gradual, and it's hurtful, because that's the person that you love, you have your memories with, and to have them not remember who you are, it does hurt. So I understand maybe that's hard for him, but all the more reason that you should have kept that bitch out the house.
I think what's really important is how people act when they're not being watched, and because of her condition, she's not herself.
Yeah.
And I would liken it to her just being completely checked out.
Yeah.
So she can't really be herself and look him in the eye and say, this is how I feel. So what he's doing.
Right. Because I don't think she's clear on what's going on.
Yeah. So
she's not.
Even though she's not clear on what's going on, you're violating by bringing this woman in.
You are.
And I'm going to pull the race card, and the fact that she's a white woman. There's this power struggle between the races that we just cannot deny. And if in my golden years, I'm having to live next to a white woman who is now with my husband, and they're all up in my face, and she's eating my food, and
being that she's known for being, like we said, the black Martha Stewart. Black women loved her. Everybody loves her. Not saying that she didn't have,
and they're a black couple,
fans
and
of
now
different.
At the tail end of their dealing with each other, there's this white woman in your face, this blonde white woman, just good morning.
Come on, we eat breakfast.
Oh my God, like, it's just the worst. Like, if you can't understand why that is, then you just don't know the black experience, and I respect that. But it's a unique experience, and you have to live it to feel it, and to understand the little nuances that go along with it. If you don't, I'm not here to explain that to you, because you're not, you ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Yeah. B. Smith one day needs to just, when they sleeping in that room, just kick the door and just stand there. Don't say nothing.
Like a waiting to exhale moment.
Yeah, just
walk
stand
and
there.
Smack that bitch.
Smack her.
I thought you were the bingo man.
Don't even say nothing. Just walk out and take your ass right back in your bed.
Right.
Like, who are you?
I smacked who?
Yeah, like,
that wasn't me.
Not today. That's what she needs to do. But on a serious note, it's messed up. I don't like that situation. I don't get it. Let us know what y'all think about that situation. Do you agree? Are you okay with it? Do you understand his plight? Let us know. Because for me,
just don't move her in.
Yeah.
Have sex with her, have her over there.
Over there. Not here.
We get it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's our topics we have for today. So join us again next week for another Cyber Monday. This is NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren. See you guys next time. Bye.
Me teeth like pussy, sneaky like rat, me no want them but me foot, me no want them but me foot, me no done.